we? You get it? Come on. Today's show is brought to you by the NHTSA. Remember, don't drunk drive, everybody. Don't do it.
It's dumb.
Don't drive drunk. You're an idiot if you do.
Really
There's
idiot.
Ubers, there's taxis, there's walking.
There's the one with the
there's
mustache.
calling your ex-boyfriend in the middle of the night.
Call your mom
Figure
or
it
dad.
out. I promise you, that is going to be a lot less drama than the $10,000 you're going to pay in fines if you get caught. Not to mention the people that you could kill and endanger lives. Yada yada.
Let's
you
cut
get
to a
it.
clip.
Don't do
We're
it.
watching you. Are we watching
Cut
all
to
of
a
them?
clip.
What would that clip be?
Is that cat driving?
Toonses. It's
I'm not
Toonses.
Oh man, let's jump right in.
All right.
Get in there, boy.
Get in there, boy. This
There's
is a
lot of topics in there.
smorgasbord.
There's
This
a lot
looks
of
like
topics.
like after they shred documents into a shredder.
What was that? That was it? That was what you were looking for?
Somebody just
Documents? After
took
they
one of the
shred-
like future of the company discovery
Just shredded
documents,
everything,
and
yeah.
we're just gonna have all the secrets on here.
It just says raisins.
Let's put them all together and see what
Oh,
it
this will be
spells.
fun for us. I'm glad we got this together, you guys. Swifty at number 1 from the Twitters says, "Please explain your first Comic-Con experience."
Oh.
So Steve, you go first,
Yeah,
and
you
then
go
we'll talk
first.
about our
Well,
fun
mine-
year a couple years ago.
My first Comic-Con was like in 2000, the year 2000, 2001.
Jesus. This
So
guy.
it was a very long time ago. And I went because I was a huge fan of a television program called Mr. Show with Bob and David, and they were going to have a panel. And so, nice try. Fuck! And so, me and my pals, huge Mr. Show fans, were like, oh my god, we gotta go to Comic-Con. Plus, it's like, you know, we were nerds and we wanted to see all the movie stuff and like everything that was going on. So, we went, and it was, so remember, it was the year 2000, 2001, which means it wasn't like insanely overpopulated yet.
Yeah.
It wasn't like max
It was
capacity.
growing.
In fact, it was growing, but you could even still get tickets for the day, on the day,
Oh.
walking up to the convention
Ain't like
center.
that no more.
Oh, no, not in any capacity. So, so it was very chill, very relaxed, and very relaxed. I'm sorry, but I mean like the lines and the people and the atmosphere and the city and San Diego is just so beautiful and the gas lamp is amazing.
Would you say back then it was more like actually comic and nerd culture based as opposed to movie and TV?
Yeah, it was before. It was before it got really crazy with like the
Before
huge
Hollywood
panels
found
and
it,
stuff
right?
like that. Yeah, you could still get into Hall H. You just walk right through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they were bringing big movies there. I forgot what the big movies were at the time. I'm sure you guys can look up on Wikipedia or Google or whatever what was going on in 2001. But I think Lord of the Rings had a panel that year. But yeah, I mean it was just cool. And then just knowing that there's this gathering of nerds and people and like-minded, you know, fans all together in one place, and then meeting new friends. Like I met a lot of actually future friends there. And you know what? My best memory is walking. In fact, I don't know if it was that year or the next year that Shaun of the Dead. No, I think it was the next year that Shaun of the Dead screened at Comic-Con. And one of my favorite memories was I had known Simon Pegg and Nick Frost and all them from Spaced. And so I remember walking through the lobby area before you get into the exhibit halls, and Nick Frost and Simon Pegg were just sitting on the ground looking at comics, like leaning up against a pillar. Just no one bothering them, no one really knew who they were, and I walked by and I'm like, guys! Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, and they're like, oh, hey. And I was like, oh, cool. All right, we'll see ya. And then you just walk away.
Aw,
See you later.
So cool. And now they wouldn't be able to
No,
go
they
anywhere.
wouldn't.
They all have to wear masks to
I
walk
know,
around.
like
sad.
Aaron Paul did when we were at our first Comic-Con. Joe and I got our first Comic-Con experience together with Esteban. It was, let me say Steve.
You can say Esteban.
We could say
sure?
Esteban.
That's my name.
What about Jose?
That's not his name.
Okay. No, we all were supposed to go for work when we
Yeah.
first started working at SourceFed, and then like at the last second there was a decision. They're like, no, we're not going to go, but we had tickets, so
Yeah.
we and I were like, fuck y'all.
Yeah.
And we went together.
Oh,
We
yeah, we
drove
drove
together.
down in the middle of the night,
Yep.
and then we got there at like 1 a.m.?
We got there super late, and then we hit
Yeah.
the bar with Trisha
Yeah.
and Steve because they were both there.
Yeah.
And then we didn't have a place to stay, and Lee, because she's a girl, was like, oh, Trish, I'm going to room with you and all your girlfriends.
And I snuggled with
they
Trish
did.
in bed, and then...
And I was like, wait, I'm not a girl. What am I going to do? So I slept in my truck.
But that's the stupidest thing, Joe, because it was the year my brother and I were staying
Yeah.
together.
Like 10 miles away.
Yeah, we were
Very
far
far
away,
away.
but I was like, you have a hotel room to sleep in. There's an
Here's the
extra
thing,
bed.
though. Here's what happened. He slept in his truck for like maybe 3 hours because we got home very, very late. And then I went down, knocked on his truck, and we snuck into Trisha's room, and Joe slept in Trisha's room. For
Unbeknownst to all of the
Unbeknownst to all these
cosplaying girls in the room.
Joe is
gross.
They
snuggled
weren't in
in
there.
their bed.
You were like a gross
So
old
they got
man.
up early because they had to go do like, they were like booth girls and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I slept in their beds. And
Yeah,
they
he
never
slept in their
knew.
bed for like hours.
Oh my god.
And then we hung out with the Bath Boys the
Oh,
whole
we
time.
did.
Guys,
We hung out with Peter Gilroy.
I
and
need to
Ty.
say that of all of my years at Comic-Con, I've had a lot of amazing experiences, but going with you guys and the Bath Boys, like us all
It was
there,
super
I don't
fun.
think it can be
I
topped.
don't think it'd be topped.
We
It was
just had
so much
so
fun.
much
It was the
fun.
most fun ever.
We ended up meeting Sean Astin.
Yeah,
And we all
Rudy!
freaked out when we did
it was
that.
Really, the best part about that was that all of us freaked out for different reasons. Sam, like he was like, Samwise! He was like,
Well,
Rudy!
you have to understand, we didn't freak out when we saw him. We're all getting on an elevator, and then he was getting on with us, or he
Yeah,
walked out.
he was walking-
he was
yeah.
going to get on with us, so we're all playing it cool. We're like, oh, hey, man,
Hey,
how's it going? And he was really nice, and we didn't really have a long
No.
conversation or anything. He was just
he
cordial.
was super cool.
And then we all walk around the corner. So if, like, let's say the elevator's right here, and he gets on it and goes in, we walk around the corner together, and right when we're out of his vision, we all just go, we start rolling on the ground. Steve's like, Samwise! I'm like, Rudy! Goonies! Goonies!
I was like Goonies-ing hard.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
amazing.
great.
He was such a nice guy too. He was just chatting us up, and he was like, "Oh, cool, cool."
Do you
What
guys
are here
remember
for?"
we saw the Bacon Brothers too?
Yeah.
Yes! So
That
weird.
was my favorite thing
It
of
was
all
so
time. The
weird.
Bacon Brothers are playing. There was like an
Some
outside
impromptu
concert
show.
thing, and it was just like, "Hey, Bacon Brothers, you want to play Comic-Con?"
Yeah.
And then like this whole family was like,
Yeah, like they're all
Getting
you were
down.
doing the mom dance,
We were
which was
doing the
great.
mom
And I remember looking and going like,
"Is that fucking
Kevin Bacon singing? Just singing?
But do you remember what we went out dressed as? When
Yes.
we were doing
Oh
that?
yeah, we
Because
were
we
all
all,
Star Wars
we all
outfits.
dressed up for just like a 3-hour
Yeah,
period.
It wasn't
during
even
the
for
day.
Comic-Con. It was to walk around
to walk
outside.
around
Yeah,
outside.
I was
Okay.
dressed up as Kroll.
Yeah.
The guy
I
from
just
Kroll
was
with my
Kroll.
horrible costume.
horrible costume?"
You were-
I think it's my Ewok costume.
You were doing the
Yeah.
Ewok.
Yeah.
Tyler Phillips was doing like
He was
Wolverine on vacation.
Yeah, so he had a Hawaiian shirt and
a
the Wolverine
Hawaiian
claws.
shirt and a Hawaiian claws.
And Peter Gilroy was a rebel in the Rebel X-Wing
That's
outfit.
right.
It was like the cheapest like vinyl orange.
But on the walk to do that, we got out of the elevator and that lady was singing jazz in the
And
hotel
so, yeah, we
lobby.
were dancing.
So we all four of us just were dancing in
Yeah.
the lobby with this lady.
Yeah.
And then Peter like goes and dances with her, and
Yeah.
she's like, "Okay." I think he even smooched her a
You
little
know,
bit. That was hilarious.
And my brother was there. And he
Yeah,
had a great
Frank
time
was
with all of us.
there.
Oh, guys,
It was great.
such good memories.
It was that was our first Comic-Con.
See,
I
and
don't
that's the
think it can
thing.
be
Like,
topped.
none of what they said really had anything to do with going into the convention
Yeah.
center. And that's the thing about Comic-Con these days is you hear a lot of horror stories about how like, oh man, I couldn't get in, and like, oh, it was so overpacked, I couldn't get into this hall for this. It doesn't matter. Like, there's so much going on outside of the convention center these days that it doesn't matter. If
Yeah.
you don't get your tickets, it's kind of sad. It's kind of a bummer. But still, go to San Diego, hang out with cool people.
The nights are fun. The,
The
bar
nights are
lights
so
are great.
much fun.
And no matter where you go, you're gonna bump into someone.
Yeah.
Like when we bumped into Sean Astin, like that was just
Yeah.
one of many people I bumped into Bill Paxton just walking with a crowd. And I was like, oh my God, Bill Paxton! And he was just,
Aaron Paul.
yeah, Aaron Paul just
Get him,
walking
man.
around.
I'm in
One
love
time
with
I bumped into Quentin Tarantino just walking around
Really?
the gas lamp. Yeah,
I love
amazing,
it.
amazing.
I love it.
Fun
It's
stuff.
the
So-
best. Go, it is the best.
Good
It's the
times.
most
That was a
fun.
great question, whoever that was.
Yeah, question.
All right, Dark here asks advice for someone starting high school.
Oh, girl. You better get yourself a cool backpack because that is a big deal.
That's going to attract the good
You
seniors.
show up on the first day with a dumb backpack. Oh, you in
I say,
trouble.
yeah, that's true. You don't want to be made fun of for your dumb
dumb
backpack.
backpack
I'd
is a
say,
little tough to live
be yourself. try to be yourself. Don't like, see what the cool kids are doing and then try to like become a cool kid or like see what these kids are doing and try to become those kids. Like, be yourself. There's gonna be some sort of clique or area to hang out for everybody.
Everyone.
So if you're into like chess or
join a club.
Yeah,
if
join
you
a
want,
club.
if you're like into anything, join that club because there's always clubs and
Get into
sports. You meet some of your best
you know,
friends.
yeah,
It's so
yeah.
tough
Basketball
because
team.
hindsight is 2020,
Yeah,
right? Like we always
totally.
look back. So like what I want to say is something that will fall on deaf ears.
Yeah.
Deaf ears.
Deaf
Because you're
ears.
dead. You're a dead person. First of all,
Going into high school
you're
is a
dead.
death sentence.
Become
Sorry.
alive before you're
Sorry.
dead. It's gonna fall on deaf ears because I want to say to you, realize that there's so much more than high school.
Yeah.
It's this microcosm of the rest of your life. It's just this small slice, but I understand that
It's
you
your
won't
world.
hear
Yeah.
that because
But it's
this
important.
is I know, but it is your world and you're going to love it. But just try to hold on to the fact that it's not the rest of your life.
It's not, but you have to also realize that this is where you're going to discover, who
lot
you
about
are,
yourself, yeah.
who other people. You're going to find out so much about yourself. You're going to try to date people or not. You're going to learn about how evil girls can be sometimes and how much assholes guys can be. And you're going to learn so much about people just being there. So that's why it seems so much like it's
No, I
I
understand,
understand,
and I
yeah.
understand. But what I'm saying is that
realize once
people
it's
get
over.
caught
Yeah.
up so much in those 4 years,
Yeah.
Right.
and they sometimes forget to look beyond that. Because I'll tell you right now,
But it's
I loved
important.
high school, but the next 4 years after that are way better.
Yeah,
Right.
they are.
You're gonna have way more fun.
But I mean, like,
college or
I don't
not.
know how it would affect someone to know that and then go into high school going like, you know what, fuck it.
I'm not even saying fuck it. Enjoy yourself,
Enjoy
indulge
yourself,
in
yeah.
it,
Right.
but don't get caught up in the drama to the
Right.
point where it's like you feel
Yeah.
like, oh, it's all over if it's not working
Right.
out, because it only is gonna get better.
Yeah,
I
because
will
you can
say-
be anything you want to be. You can do anything you want to do. Just, get through it.
Get
Just
through it.
Power through it.
It's
But
another
have
thing
fun.
too. In hindsight, I will say this also, like, if you're in the moment, there's a lot of things that happen in high school that like you think you have to like, whether or not it's like sex stuff or this, that, and the other thing, or like drugs and all these different things that like peer pressure is a really big deal, and it happens all the time, and people talk a lot more than the reality actually is. And so there's things that you feel like you have to like do as a teenager, or like this person's like moving past this level, or they have a boyfriend, or they have a this, or they have a that. And it's like, it doesn't matter. Be true to yourself. And if you do what you want to do and listen to who you are, because a lot of the stuff that you hear isn't actually the truth of anything.
Right, but I feel like in
and-
this age of the internet, like things
Yeah.
might be a little easier in that aspect.
Yes,
like
for
you're
sure.
not so alone. Like I remember how isolating it would feel for me, like being kind of like the depressed kid that like I couldn't get a girlfriend and I was trying to like fit in. And if I had like the internet to like jump into a message board or like an area where people were talking about like how they felt and what
Yeah.
depression is, and if I had zeroed in on what anxiety was and known what that was as a teenager, I probably would have helped a lot. But like with things like Reddit, there's literally subreddits for everything you
Yeah.
can think of: depression, anxiety, friends, drugs,
SourceFed.
peer pressure, SourceFed, whatever. And you can there's thousands of people that are just like
Yeah.
you that you can talk to and relate to. And I didn't really have that in high school,
Yeah.
And I think now kids
It's
have
a
it a
different
little
thing.
easier,
Yeah.
But still,
There's
don't lose
outlets.
sight of it.
There's
Don't lose sight of
outlets.
it.
I think as a final point, I would give the same advice that I give when people ask what they should do when they go to college. And I feel like it applies to every aspect of your life, but it can also apply to high school, which is always try new things. Always
Yeah.
put yourself out there to new experiences, and that will help you live life to your fullest. And it's going to round you out as a human being, and you're going to discover maybe a path or two about to where you're going
Yeah.
to be, but you're not going to find it all out in high school, but you can start to figure out your interests.
Right.
And you can start to discover that there's more to the world than the 4 years in those halls that you're currently in.
Yeah.
Do things in school, do things outside of school.
Try new things that don't hurt people.
Like try
Don't
sushi.
kill people.
Don't kill
Try
people.
sushi.
Sushi's great.
What about pho? Try some pho.
Oh, so close. From I Am a Sith Demigod, or Who is Matthew?
Who is this man?
Who is
Matthew?
He said, what's the most fun thing you and your siblings would do as kids? I would say, hands down, the most fun thing that we did, and probably hours, like hundreds and thousands of hours were spent going up in a wagon up a hill and then rolling down it.
yeah.
I'm not kidding.
times.
That was like 4 hours and 5 years of our life.
Good
I was
old
like,
repetitive
want a wagon?
thrills.
Yeah, wagon.
You want a wagon?
You
Wanna
probably had
go on
some
a wagon?
epic crashes.
We had some epic crashes, hard
You ever hurt yourself?
crashes. Oh, so many times. The fact that we weren't in helmets was terrifying.
What did your parents think about that?
They were busy. They were really
busy.
happy.
They were really happy. The time of their lives.
The kids are finally at an age where they can
The
go
kids
outside.
are outside for the next 5 hours.
And it's okay.
But my neighbor, Pappy, no joke, he was like
Pappy.
87. Pappy.
I just picture
he
a
had this
Popeye
huge
character.
hill. He looked like a Popeye character.
That's great.
And
He was frail everywhere but his forearms.
Yes, he was so strong. And he'd mowed this crazy hill, this lawn of this crazy hill every single day. And he was like a stud. But also, he had nothing but bacon every day.
Yum.
Like, that's how he lived his life.
How's Pappy
He was
doing
like,
now?
There was this huge hill, and we would just go down it, and there was this rock, like this
my
huge rock at
God.
the end of the hill.
That's
that
we call that the
always-
stop rock.
It was a stop. It was honestly.
Aim for
it
the
was
stop
like,
rock!
Go for the stop rock! Like everyone
Oh
would
my
just like
God.
just go down and like you just go tink. Oh wow!
Dude, I was the kid on the side that was like, you guys go ahead, it looks like a lot of fun, but that stop rock's creeping me out.
Really wish I had something called Reddit right now to keep me entertained.
Guys have some funny gifts to show you. Oh, it's not invented
Dude, we
yet.
would play neighborhood hide and seek.
Yes.
So
that's awesome.
Which was we would only play it at night. So
in your
once
fun
Remember when we did the
neighborhoods.
barbecue hide and seek?
I missed it.
Damn it, Joe!
Yeah.
You did miss
I missed
it.
that too, I think.
But once the
did. It
sun
was
would
the
go
best.
down, like 10 of us neighborhood kids and my siblings, we would go out in my backyard to be home base.
Oh,
and
I love that.
it was the whole neighborhood. So our like 5, 6 immediate surrounding neighbors, their yards were free game. And their trees and the tops of their houses. Inside of that's what it was like. So we had a bunch of kids like climbing power poles and up in trees and stuff like that. And if you the goal was it was kind of like a
power
hybrid
poles
kick
is a
the can.
horrible idea.
Oh, I know it was really bad, but it was great. We would just spend our nights running around,
Yeah.
trying to find each other. It was amazing.
I'm so jealous of your guys' safe neighborhoods.
Yeah.
I grew up in Oxnard.
You guys played Dodge the Bullet, right?
we played
Yeah,
Dodge the
Dodge the
Bullet. We
Bullet.
played Watch Out for Marijuana.
We played Don't Wear Blue and Red.
Don't wear blue and red.
That was a fun game. Really
It was a
easy to
fun
win.
game. Really easy to
Yeah.
win.
The other one was don't smile at people.
Yeah.
Don't
No
smile.
smiling.
No smiling. Don't look in their eyes. Yeah. Stay away from the guy's open car door.
Yeah, but we also had to play like always be prepared to climb a tree game because there's a bear.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
No, we had to play like grab your shovel because there's always rattlesnakes. Like
Get
if you
ready to
heard a
cut a
rattle, you're
rattlesnake's
just like,
head off.
all right, here we go. Oh,
Yeah.
it was so, yeah, I would do that. And then we'd climb trees a lot. And then I remember trying to make a tree fort with my brother. And I was just like nailing wood
Wood
to a
to
tree.
anything.
And I was just like, this isn't going to work. Like,
But
this
it's
is
fun,
not gonna happen.
learning about wood.
Forts were a big one. Forts were a huge one. Any sheet was a fort immediately.
My playground was my inside house.
Yeah! I love it.
I built a fort with bed sheets.
Your going down the hill story reminds me of a time I went sledding with a bunch of friends, and we were going down a hill, and this girl named Brittany, who was really cute, and I had a crush on.
Brittany. It's always a Brittany.
This
isn't
is the
it?
day that I
Fucking
probably
Britneys.
stopped having such a crush on Brittany because we were going down this big driveway.
You saw her butthole. You're like,
Butthole
ew.
does have something to do with this story. So we were going down the driveway on sleds, and we're all having a good time. Yay! People have their dogs, and they're running down and chasing us
a
on the
great
sleds and
time.
stuff. We're trudging back up the hill. We're laughing. It's great. And then Brittany goes down, and the dog is running right next to her. And she finally gets to the end, and she goes, "Oh no!" And we're like, "What?" And she goes, "The dog!" And we're like, "What happened?" "It was running next to me, and I put my hand out, and my finger went on its butt."
That's what made you not have a
I know, it's like,
second
ew, I don't
thing.
like her
I'm not gonna date
anymore.
Butthole Britney. No way.
Butthole Britney.
Come on.
Finger went up its butt.
Why would she even admit that?
I think it's one of those. It just happened, and I need to talk to
You know
someone
what?
about it. Right
After,
away.
after that, I would have been like, I'll date Butthole Britney. She might be fun.
Oh, Brittany seems really
Butthole
nice.
Britney when you're like in 8th grade.
Yeah.
is
You're
right,
A
it's
lot
disgusting.
different than
You're right,
Butthole
it's
Britney
true.
when you're
Way
30.
different.
It's true.
30-year-old Butthole Britney probably does a whole lot of freaky shit.
Yeah, Butthole Britney is
Butthole
now.
Brittany's a totally different person back
Nothing's
then.
off limits, Britney.
Oh my god!
My brother and I, my greatest memories with my brother are shooting sketches. My brother and I were always filming sketches. In fact,
I love that.
there's a massive archive
You gotta start
of
posting
sketches
those.
of my brother.
You gotta start
Very good.
posting those.
But I mean, it's like
with commentary.
fucking chubby Steve, like totally fat Steve.
I love you.
And like doing like stupid things with cereal and like putting my face in cereal and like we
And
did.
your mom just walking out like, Mija, you.
I mean,
you
my
want
mom,
milk for your
bless my
cereal?"
mom. I mean, my mom is the
Oh,
strongest woman
no.
on earth because there would be like ketchup all over the floor because that's what we'd use for blood. And like, there'd be like fruit thrown at the wall like for sketches and stuff. There'd be like corn rotting
she'd
behind the
just be
couch
like,
because we would like throw food and shit. But yeah, my mom really like she embraced our creativity. So she was like, even though it terrorized her and she probably wanted to kill us, she knew that it would kind of foster a creative mind.
I
She just
love
somehow
it.
had that foresight.
Good
so.
job, Mom.
But yeah, my brother, and then my brother, God, I love you, Frank, if you're watching this. He got a stupid desk job, and he got real fucking serious, and he never filmed a sketch ever again after that. And he like got real, like he just, look, man, I gotta clean up. I gotta be an adult here.
No.
And I'm like, Frankie, but sketches, we had so many plans. And like he later on he ended up going to film school, and then like he kind of got back to it a little bit, but we never got as goofy as we once.
But we had a great time with Frank at Comic-Con.
Yes, we
had
did.
a great
He was
time.
there,
Frank
too.
is
Yes.
such
It was
a
great.
goof.
Exactly.
Frank's a great straight man to the
Right.
Steve
Hit that
Zergo.
camera,
Yes,
girl.
he is. Yes, he is. And
that
he's a
camera,
witty
girl.
guy too. He's really smart.
Oh, whoa, curved.
Well, Len caught it.
Curved. It curved.
Does it count if Len catches it?
I
Does it
feel
count?
like it's hitting
This
this
is
side perfectly.
ridiculous.
Like if we had another lens
Another
over here,
lens
we
over
would have
here.
hit it
That's not how it
100
works.
Slam
times.
it
Hey guys,
out.
thanks for watching Tabletop.
Yeah.
That was a fun one. It was,
It was really
I had
fun.
a lot of fun.
We had a lot of fun.
Hey, I learned a lot
We
about
had a
you
lot of
guys.
fun.
It was really good.
It's
was
nice.
great.
I was like, I really
What a
enjoyed
good
what
time.
we have.
Joe,
What a
I
great
love
time.
what
It
we
was
have.
really good.
We have
Yeah,
such
right?
things
Nice time.
I
together.
know. Like
Nice.
the way we do things and talk.
No! Is he eating it? Oh, he's eating it. Joke's on you. Washed my hair with poop. Oh no, the dog! Oh no!